Thought we had an opportunity tonight here against a good Air Force team. You know, one of their better teams than over the years. But you know, like we talked about after the game, or in the staff locker room, you know, feels like Groundhog Day a little bit because of, you know, still hitting on some same points that, you know, can frustrate you in a sense of whatever it may be. Rebound, understanding that we had to play a little different because of the Princeton action when we're in man, quicker bumps in the zone. But even with all of it, you know, 2-point game with 2 minutes, right around 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, and we give up a back door. So we let one get away at home that we had a chance to win.
Scotty had the career night against you guys that first meeting, and then tonight you had no answer for Swan. Just what did they do to get him in position and make him so effective against tonight?
Well, I don't. I mean, I wouldn't categorize him as a three-point shooter, but he's a guy that will attempt some shots. And tonight, obviously, he made 4 or 6. But I thought where he really was more effective actually was offensively on the glass, when getting offensive rebounds and putbacks, and got to the foul line. And like I told our guys, it's not like he's a good player. He wasn't a tremendous athlete. And it was more about wedging with him, and then a little bit of savviness in the sense of reading the shot and chasing down rebounds. And then we allowed it to come into the post a few times where, you know, game plan was to front, make him throw it over the top, but we got caught behind him a few times. And then just in a sense of, after he probably made his second one, rotating to make sure he didn't get a uncontested third one or fourth one. But we failed in that mission.
Shot, I don't mean shoot a lot of threes normally in a game, but I think 56 or 55 shots for threes. Was that kind of was that by design? Was that kind of what Air Force was giving you that was open, yeah, or was that maybe some of those not maybe?
Well, I think when you play against an Air Force team, they try to pack it in a little bit and make you shoot effective three-point shots, or on penetration, they love to collapse and make you skip it back out to the three. I thought we had some good looks, but at the same time, I thought we settled for some. You know, Jake obviously shot the ball well tonight, but even within some of those, I thought he took one, maybe one. I thought JJ settled a little bit tonight off the dribble for the 3-ball. But you know, the ones TJ had, I thought were wide open. Thought Trace took a few that was good, but that was a little bit more of what they were giving us, but at the same time telling our guys we needed to get to the free throw line. And understanding that even with ball screens with Jordan, Naughton, and Thompson, when guards was on them, trying to get it down low to them a little bit more. Thought not got a few touches down there, whether it's a score or got to the foul line. A little tougher for Thompson to get it down there. So was it by design? You know, it wasn't to say that we were coming in saying that, hey, this is a game that we need to shoot a lot of threes. It was more of you have to be open, you have to be down and ready just in case they strong side help. And to be honest with you, I mean, and that's what most teams try to do, especially when JJ has the ball and he's trying to penetrate. And they went in early, so I think our guys got a little bit more antsy for them. And I made that point a few times: is we're feeding too much on offense and not enough on defense.
Swan and Scotty have 55 combined. How well do they play off each other? And is that a combo that you don't see very often, unless just because their skill sets are a little bit different? Like you said, they're not, yeah, especially Swan isn't necessarily a great athlete.
Yeah. Well, I think both of them are skilled basketball players. and they've both gotten better as the years have went on. You know, if you look back at them as freshmen, they're not doing these things, but they're juniors now, and they've played 3 years together with each other, and you can see that they've worked on their games. You know, I thought Scotty, especially at their place, you know, one thing his mid-range shot is really, you know, money. You know, he gets that shot, it's almost good. Swan 3-ball was a little surprising, even though he's attempted some. But I think at the end of the day, when shots go in, just being a basketball player, your confidence level go up. So once you see that, you play a little. I mean, you have a little bit more pep in what you do. But I do think they're a different combination in a sense of a 4-5, if you want to call them that. But both of them are capable of handling the basketball as well. Both of them are capable of posting up, and then obviously both of them are capable of shooting the 3-ball and the mid-range shot. So they're I mean, the best compliment that I can give them, they've gotten better over the years, and they're not the same player that they were when they were freshmen.
You kind of the starting lineup, you look at Trace and with not, was that matchups? Was that just something you saw? What
well, Knott has a little bit more of a presence in the middle of the floor, but at the same time, he's not a 30-minute guy because of his body, you know, at the end of the day. But when he was out there, that was probably the best we were looking on the defensive end of the floor, because he made it a little bit tougher. Trace situation was probably just giving ourselves a little bit more length on the perimeter as far as their zone. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it was game plan to start those guys, and then at the same time wanted, you know, Thompson to kind of watch Knott a little bit, so that he can, you know, continue to grow as a basketball player and understand how he could be more of a physical presence in the middle.
You shoot 44% from the field, you make 13 threes and only turn it over 8 times. Is this one of the more disappointing ones maybe during this stretch?
Well, you know, I told our guys, I mean, it should hurt. You know, everyone hurts. But yeah, I thought this is one we could have had, but at the same, it looks that way just because the game was closer, you know, and we didn't have a huge mental lapse like we've had in the past, where we have given up 8, 10 points, 12-point run, and we couldn't really recover. I thought they got up maybe 10, but it was still manageable throughout the game. And then, you know, like I said, 2-point game, and, you know, some of our youthfulness came back in to where, you know, you have to adjust to a Princeton action to where you can't be on your rope, but you have to be between them and the basket, and they got the back cut foul at the rim. And then they did a great job putting in their free throws, you know, which you say, gosh, that was a little bit different than what they did when they played Fresno, you know, on the road, even though they came away with the win. But I thought they did a good job of stepping to the line and putting them in.
You guys didn't score again after you cut it to 2 in the last minute. Did you like the looks you got?
I thought JJ settled for that one toward the end. I think that was more of a scenario of kind of go get fouled or go get a quick one, timeout, and then you figure out what you want to do from there. But again, I mean, JJ has been, you know, special, you know, for what has been put on his shoulders, and to be able to come out every night and give a good performance, and sometimes it's been even a little above good. So, you know, and that's your best player. And, you know, you say that, but if it goes in, then you're saying, good shot. And then, but you still call timeout. But I probably would have loved if he'd have just drove it, got fouled, or got a quick 2 so we can get a timeout. Because it still would have been a 2-point game, I think. Yeah.